Genocide in the 21st Century, a presentation by Stevie Short for the class of Race and Ethnic Relations at UMKC. What is genocide? Genocide, by dictionary definition, is the deliberate and systematic destruction of a racial, political, or cultural group. This means that anytime someone is explicitly targeted, specifically relocated or killed, for reasons based only on their background or associations, genocide is being committed. Now we have a genocide in the 21st century. Most of us only think about genocide such as the Holocaust, something that isn't even really a part of our history. It seems so long ago. But it is happening right now. The genocide that is occurring in Darfur was the first one in the 21st century and is still happening in 2014. Sadly, we're not doing much to stop it. Darfur is located in the western part of Sudan, the largest country in Africa. The people of Darfur are comprised of non-Arabs and Arabs. In 1956, Sudan gained its independence from Britain. A civil war broke out between the Arab and non-Arab peoples and lasted nearly 15 years. Another civil war followed 5 years after that. The Sudan government ignored the rising violence and the devastation that the civil wars were causing. Accusations were made that the Sudan government, specifically leader Omar al-Bashir, was arming the Arab tribesmen. These Arab tribesmen are known as Janjaweed, or devils on horseback. The Janjaweed were attacking the non-Arab peoples. A non-Arab rebel group had finally had enough of the government and the Janjaweed when they attacked a Sudan Air Force base in northern Darfur. The government retaliated and the Darfurian genocide was born. The Janjaweed and other government forces started to raid the Darfurian villages. This led to the rape and killing of innocent men, women, and children. After the Janjaweed are finished pillaging the village, it is burned to the ground. However, there are a few lucky ones. Some non-Arabs are able to escape these attacks and flee to neighboring countries, specifically Chad, to seek refuge. Unfortunately, there are now accusations that the Janjaweed are entering the country of Chad to attack the refugees. An estimate on the lives that this genocide has affected can be a little difficult to obtain. The current count is around 500,000 people murdered and nearly 3 million people being displaced. However, some reports are much lower with only 60,000 deaths, while others are much higher with an estimate of 3 million deaths and over 4 million displaced or missing. A wonderful documentary has been made that documents the plight of the survivors of this genocide. The words of these victims can hold so much more weight than the words of scholars or government figures. Click on the link below to watch this amazing video. So, what is the reason behind this genocide? It's not one that has a whole lot of ground and substance. There used to be small differences of race and skin color between the non-Arabs and Arabs, but this has been exploited by the government to create mass chaos. The Arabs now believe that they are the supreme power and must exercise this power by eliminating the non-Arabs. Many rebel groups exist that are trying to stop this genocide. However, the groups will not unite as one, which leads to nothing being accomplished. The International Criminal Court has also issued an arrest warrant for Omar al-Bashir, but neighboring countries have failed to arrest him, even when he is well within reach. So what can you do to stop this genocide? The main thing is to spread awareness. You must tell people about the genocide that we never hear about, and you must specifically use the word genocide so that people know exactly how serious this is. You must also listen to the helpless voices of the Darfurian people. This can be done by watching the video that I provided for you. One refugee woman says, But maybe our voice doesn't leave this place. Maybe we only talk here. We meet and we talk, but what can we do? We are helpless even though we talk with enthusiasm and emphasis. We are wondering whether our voices reach out there, but we continue talking. We must make sure that their voices are being heard. We are no longer ignorant. We are now responsible for the lives of these innocent people. We must do whatever we can to help the Darfurian people return to a life without fear.